hot takes, hot brews, no filter, no fluff. It's the Bearded Coffee Rant, and we've had enough.
Right, sit down, grab a coffee. Oh, hold on, here's mine. If you're currently wearing a football shirt while painting your face, this episode might be a little difficult for you. Because today we need to talk about the FIFA World Cup. Or as I know it, that month where the entire planet loses its fucking mind over 22 blokes chasing a ball. Now, let's just explain something first. I don't hate people that enjoy football. Good luck to them. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. My issue is that football fans seem incapable of enjoying football quietly. Because when the World Cup arrives, it doesn't merely exist. It occupies, it consumes, it expands. Like a sporting version of black mould. Suddenly football is fucking everywhere. Every advert, every news bulletin, every conversation, every supermarket display, every packet of fucking crisps, every single pub, every bloody screen in existence. And if you're not interested, that's fucking tough. Because apparently you're coming along for the ride too. Because the World Cup is the only event where society collectively decides everyone likes this now. No consultation, no vote, no discussion, just football. Football forever. Football until morale improves. Now, I can avoid reality TV, I can avoid soap operas, I can avoid celebrity bollocks, but somehow I cannot avoid fucking football. It's impossible. It's inescapable. It's atmospheric. You go to the pub, football. You open social media, football. You turn on the radio, football. You buy a sandwich, you guessed it, football. At this point, I fucking half expect my kettle to provide match analysis where I'm fucking pouring the bastard. And then there are conversations. Sweet, merciful coffee. The conversations. Because football fans always assume everyone is interested. Always. This is really hot. You'll be minding your own business, perfectly happy living your life. Then somebody appears in a puff of fucking smoke and asks, "Did you see the game?" No, I fucking didn't. And then they look at you as if you're admitted that you bum puppies or something. The confusion is incredible.
What do you mean you didn't watch it?
Exactly what I said. I didn't watch it. I was sticking pins in my eyes. And then comes the explanation, the recap, the play-by-play reconstruction, the forensic analysis. Mate, I didn't watch it because I wasn't fucking interested. Retelling it to me is not helping your case in the slightest. And don't get me started on punditry. How can one football match generate 8 hours of discussion? How? A game finishes, then begins pre-analysis, post-analysis, analysis of the analysis, and former players analysing the previous analysis. At this point, we're analysing the very atoms of the sport. And every sentence somehow contains phrases like
showing intent, creating space, finding moments, managing transitions.
It sounds less like football and more like a fucking corporate training seminar. Get a headache from scowling, man. Then there's the national obsession. For one glorious month every 4 years, people suddenly become experts. People who haven't watched football since the last World Cup suddenly emerge with strong tactical opinions. Dave from accounting has become an international football strategist for some fucking reason, best known to that cunt's self. And why does the World Cup create the same fucking cycle all the time? Week 1,
it's coming home.
Week 2,
it's definitely coming home.
Week 3,
we are unstoppable.
Week 4,
oh, that's summer red.
The emotional volatility is fucking astonishing. Entire moods are dictated by whether someone kicked the ball slightly left or slightly right. And let's talk about the noise, the screaming, the shouting, the car horns, the random explosions of celebration. I shouldn't need to determine whether we're celebrating a goal or responding to an alien invasion. You hear a fucking roar from 3 streets away and immediately know one of 2 things has happened. Either someone scored or civilization has fucking collapsed on its arse again. And if your team wins, brilliant, you hear about it for weeks. And if your team loses, brilliant, you hear about it for weeks. There's literally no outcome that results in football becoming quieter. And then there's the workplace, the absolute fucking horror of the workplace at this time of this football cycle pish. Monday morning arrives, everybody wants to discuss the football. Everyone. Everyone! Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here desperately hoping someone asks about literally anything else. Weather, traffic, bin collections, decorative towels, fucking anything. And here's where football stops becoming a hobby and starts becoming everyone else's problem. Because every World Cup, without fail, events start getting cancelled. Not because of bad weather, not because of low ticket sales, not because of genuine emergencies, but because somebody wants to watch the match. I've seen gigs moved, pub events postponed, quiz nights rescheduled, meetups cancelled, entire evenings that people have paid for, planned around and organised, suddenly sacrificed at the altar of football. And what really annoys me is the assumption that everybody will understand. No, some of us booked this thing because we wanted to attend the thing, not because we wanted to sit in a pub watching fucking football while someone screams at the telly. And then you get the performers, the organisers, the venue owners, the people who actually make the decision.
Actually, I'd rather stay home and watch football.
Mate, you sold fucking tickets, you made the fucking commitment. Imagine any other profession pulling this bullshit.
Sorry, your flight's cancelled. Pilot wanted to watch football. Sorry, your kitchen will only be fitted this week. The builder's watching the football. Sorry, your operation's been cancelled. Surgeon's really quite interested in the quarter final between fucking Morocco and Pishland.
And before anyone chimes in with,
Well, it's only one night.
that's not the point. The point is trust. Because if I buy a ticket 6 months in advance, I expect that event to fucking happen. Call me old-fashioned, but I feel that's a fairly reasonable expectation. The second organisers start cancelling things because something more interesting came along, you've basically told your audience, thanks for the money, but you're currently less important than football. And that is how you lose people. Not because they hate football, but because they stop trusting you. Because the next time they see your event organised, they're thinking, will this actually go ahead? Or will Scotland perform a fucking miracle and make the knockouts and suddenly everyone's got other plans? That's the bit that football fans don't understand. It's not the football itself, it's the expectation that everyone else's plans become secondary to it. And that is where the goodwill starts running out. But here's the thing, the World Cup isn't content with being a sporting event. It becomes a cultural occupation. For one whole month, the entire world effectively turns into a giant football-themed escape room. And if you're not interested, good fucking luck, mate, because the exits have been blocked by sponsorship banners. At this point, I don't even want football to disappear. I just want containment. I want football fans to have their fun, yeah? Genuinely, I really do. Enjoy yourself, celebrate, have a fucking lovely time. But please stop acting like the rest of us should rearrange our lives around Group C fixtures. Because I promise you this, if I became obsessed with competitive tiddlywinks and demanded wall-to-wall coverage for an entire month, people would quite rightly tell me to calm the fuck down. So here's my plea to football fans everywhere. Watch the matches, wear the shirts, wave the flags, and live your best life. But please remember, not everyone cares. Not everyone is invested. And not everyone wants to hear a 45-minute tactical breakdown while trying to buy milk. Because I'm tired of this shit. The World Cup is everywhere. My social media is unusable. And I've genuinely become nostalgic about bin collections.